What if I told you that doctors can predict how many healthy years you have left after 70, and it's not based on your cholesterol, blood pressure, or even your genes? Harvard Medical School researchers discovered that 83% of Americans over 70 are completely unaware of these powerful indicators that predict longevity better than any blood test. Even more surprising? Most of these factors can be improved starting today, regardless of your current health. After 70, each year becomes increasingly precious. We all want to maximize not just our lifespan, but our health span. Those years when we can live independently, enjoy our families, and pursue what matters to us. The good news is that groundbreaking research from Mayo Clinic, Harvard, and the National Institute on Aging has identified 8 biological and lifestyle markers that accurately predict who thrives in their later years. Stay with me until indicator number 7. It's the one most doctors never mention, yet research shows it's more powerful than genetics and may add up to a decade of healthy living. Let's start with something you can measure in just 30 seconds, no special equipment needed. Signs 1. Walking speed, the 10-foot test that predicts your future. Your walking speed might be the most revealing health test you'll ever take. According to a 2019 JAMA Network study, how quickly you walk predicts future health more accurately than almost any lab test your doctor orders. Geriatricians call it the 10-foot test, and it's now part of many Medicare wellness visits. This simple measurement has proven more accurate at predicting longevity than cholesterol levels, blood pressure, or family history. Think of it this way: your walking speed reflects your overall system, muscle strength, nerve function, joint health, circulation, and even brain health, all working together. A strong, steady pace suggests all these systems are in good condition. Betty Ramirez, a 75-year-old from Phoenix, maintains a brisk walking pace of about 3 miles per hour. Her doctors say she has the physical profile of someone 10 years younger. Meanwhile, Mark Wilson, a 77-year-old from Tampa, noticed his walking speed declining after knee problems. He started Medicare-covered physical therapy, and within 2 months, both his mobility and confidence improved. Want to check where you stand? Try this. Mark a 10-foot distance in your home and time how long it takes to walk it at your normal pace. Healthy adults over 70 typically cover this distance in about 3 to 4 seconds. If you use a wheelchair or have significant mobility limitations, focus on upper body strength and movement quality instead. The principle remains the same. The simplest way to build walking speed is the 3-2-1 program. Walk 3 times per week for 20 minutes, gradually building to cover 1 mile. Even small improvements in your current pace can deliver significant health benefits. Pause the video right now and check your walking speed. Were you surprised by your result? Let me know in the comments section just below this video. Now that you know how your walking speed reveals your health, let's move to something you use every day without thinking about it: your hands. Would you believe that your grip strength might tell doctors more about your heart health than your blood pressure? Signs 2. Grip strength, what your handshake reveals about your lifespan. The strength in your hand speaks volumes about your overall health. According to a 2022 study in the Journal of Gerontology, grip strength predicts cardiovascular health and longevity better than many traditional tests. Here's something that might surprise you. A weak grip at age 70 correlates with a 42% higher risk of mortality from all causes, a stronger connection than high cholesterol or even high blood pressure. This measurement is so valuable that many doctors now include a grip strength test during Medicare annual wellness visits using a simple device called a dynamometer, dynamometer, which is just a handheld tool that measures how strongly you can squeeze. Diane Carter, a 73-year-old former teacher from Chicago, still gardens daily and opens jars with ease. Her grip strength matches women 15 years younger. When her doctor measured her grip strength, he remarked that it was a better predictor of her excellent heart health than her pristine cholesterol levels. Meanwhile, Paul Chen, a 76-year-old from Michigan, noticed he struggled to hold his coffee mug securely, something he had never given much thought to. During his Medicare wellness visit, his doctor measured his grip strength and recommended hand exercises. 3 months later, not only could Paul hold cups confidently, but his overall strength improved as well. For men over 70, healthy grip strength is about 30 to 35 kilograms. For women, it's 20 to 25 kilograms. Don't have a measurement device? Try this simple test. If you struggle to open jars or find yourself asking for help with tasks requiring hand strength, this could be an area to work on. Improving grip strength is simple and equipment-free. Try squeezing a softball for 30 seconds, then relax and repeat 5 times. Or wrap a towel around your hand and wring it out as hard as you can. Do these exercises 3 times a week, and you'll likely notice improvement within a month. Do your hands feel strong enough for daily tasks? If you've noticed changes in your grip strength, give this video a thumbs up. Your hands and feet are telling important stories about your health. But now let's look at something that surprised even the researchers with how powerfully it predicts longevity, your ability to balance on one foot. Signs 3. Balance. The 10-second test that reveals your future. When Dr. Martin first asked Maria Gonzalez, 80, to stand on one foot during her Medicare wellness exam, she couldn't even manage 2 seconds. I nearly fell over right there in the doctor's office, Maria recalls, laughing. My doctor looked concerned and told me this was a serious warning sign for falls. Maria had already taken a bad fall the previous winter, resulting in a broken wrist that took months to heal. Living alone in her Albuquerque apartment, another fall could mean losing her independence. That scared me more than anything, the thought of not being able to take care of myself or having to leave my home, she admits. Her doctor recommended an AARP-sponsored Tai Chi class at her local community center. I was embarrassed at first, Maria says. I was the oldest person there, wobbling like a newborn colt. For the first month, Maria could only practice while holding onto a chair. She felt discouraged, but kept going because of the friends she was making. Gloria would pick me up every Tuesday and Thursday. No excuses allowed, she smiles. 6 months later, Maria can now balance on one foot for 12 seconds, better than many people in their 60s. More importantly, she hasn't had a single fall. My grandchildren were amazed when I showed them during their visit. My grandson said, "Grandma's a flamingo now." That moment alone was worth all the practice. Maria's story illustrates what research has confirmed. According to a 2022 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, people who couldn't balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds were 84% more likely to die within the next 7 years, regardless of age, gender, or other health conditions. If balance is challenging for you, start with a simple daily routine. The flamingo stand that helped Maria is perfect. Stand near a counter, hold it lightly with one hand, and lift one foot for 10 seconds. Repeat 3 times on each side. For those with significant mobility limitations, seated balance exercises work too. Try sitting without back support and lifting one foot slightly while maintaining good posture. Take the 10-second challenge today. If you succeed, you've earned a reason to celebrate. If not, you've identified a powerful opportunity to add years to your life. You've now seen 3 physical markers that predict longevity. How did you score? Remember, these aren't signs of destiny. They're opportunities for improvement. Now let's move to what might be the most overlooked marker of all, one that happens while you sleep. Signs 4. Sleep quality. The nighttime predictor, stronger than genetics. How would you rate your sleep quality on a scale of 1 to 10? This might be the most important health marker your doctor isn't measuring regularly. Richard Barnes, a 76-year-old retired firefighter from Houston, discovered during a VA checkup that he had sleep apnea, waking up 23 times per hour without realizing it. Initially skeptical about treatment, within just 3 nights of using his CPAP machine, continuous positive airway pressure, a device that helps keep airways open during sleep, he felt like someone had replaced my batteries. His blood pressure dropped, his memory improved, and his wife noticed he stopped falling asleep in his chair every afternoon. At 76, I'm sleeping better than I did at 56, Richard shares. Sleep quality has emerged as a powerful predictor of longevity, possibly even stronger than genetics. When you sleep, your brain clears out toxins, your body repairs cellular damage, and your immune system recharges. Poor sleep accelerates nearly every aspect of aging. New research from the National Sleep Foundation reveals that consistent, high-quality sleep is directly linked to lower Alzheimer's risk and increased longevity. This connection is so significant that some Medicare plans now cover sleep tracking technology to help seniors improve this critical health marker. How can you tell if sleep is affecting your longevity? Ask yourself, do you wake up feeling rested? Do you fall asleep within 30 minutes? Do you stay asleep through the night? If you answered no to any of these, your sleep quality could be impacting your health and longevity. The good news is that sleep quality can improve at any age. Try this 5-step bedtime reset, designed specifically for adults over 70. First, set a consistent sleep schedule, same bedtime and wake time every day. Second, create a 30-minute wind-down routine without screens. Third, keep your bedroom cool, around 65 to 68 degrees. Fourth, avoid fluids 2 hours before bed to reduce nighttime bathroom trips. Finally, if you can't fall asleep after 20 minutes, get up, do something relaxing in dim light, then try again. Medicare also covers sleep consultations if you have conditions like sleep apnea or insomnia. Do you wake up feeling refreshed most mornings? If you're watching with family, tell them about your sleep quality. Or if you're comfortable using YouTube, share your best sleep tip in the comments. Good sleep is like your body's nightly repair shop. But what materials does that repair shop have to work with? That depends entirely on what you eat. Let me show you something fascinating about how food affects longevity after 70. Signs 5. Nutrition patterns. The Blue Zone connection. Did you know that in Okinawa, Japan, where many people live well past 100, seniors eat off of plates that are 25% smaller than American dinner plates? How and what you eat after 70 can be more important than any supplement or medication. Research from the famous Blue Zones, regions where people commonly live to 100 and beyond, shows that nutrition patterns strongly predict longevity. These eating habits don't require expensive diets or complicated rules, just consistent patterns that nourish your body properly. One crucial finding: protein needs actually increase by 50% after age 70, according to guidelines from AARP and the National Council on Aging. Without adequate protein, muscle loss accelerates, weakening all the physical markers we've discussed. Sarah Chen, a 77-year-old from San Francisco, follows a Mediterranean-style diet through her local community-supported agriculture program. Her doctor was surprised by her muscle tone and energy during her last physical. "I eat more protein now than I did in my 50s, Sarah explains. "When my doctor tested my grip strength, she couldn't believe I was in my late 70s. Compare that to John Miller, a 79-year-old widower from Columbus. After losing his wife, who had done all the cooking for 50 years, John relied on frozen dinners and canned soup. During a Medicare wellness visit, his doctor noticed significant muscle loss and referred him to a Medicare-covered nutritionist. Within 6 months of implementing a simple meal plan focused on protein and fresh foods, John regained weight and strength he thought were gone forever. A simple approach that works for many seniors is the 1-2-3 plate method. Make 1/3 of your plate protein: fish, chicken, beans, or tofu, 1/3 fruits and vegetables, and 1/3 whole grains or healthy starches. Add a thumb-sized portion of healthy fat like olive oil or avocado. Pay attention to your appetite too. A declining appetite isn't a normal part of aging, it's often a warning sign that shouldn't be ignored. If you've noticed decreased interest in food, mention it to your doctor. Under recent Medicare expansions, nutritional counseling is now covered for several chronic conditions, including diabetes, kidney disease, and heart conditions. Look at your dinner plate tonight. Does it follow the 1-2-3 method? If you make just one nutritional improvement this week, you'll be taking a significant step toward extending your health span. While good nutrition builds your body's resilience, even the healthiest diet can't protect you completely from life's challenges. Surprisingly, it's not the challenges themselves, but how you respond to them that might determine your longevity. Let me explain. Sign 6, Stress Resilience, the mind-body longevity connection. How you respond to life's challenges might be more important to your longevity than your diet or exercise routine. Stress resilience, your ability to recover from difficult situations, directly impacts how quickly your body ages. Harvard researchers found something remarkable. Stress doesn't just feel bad, it actually ages your cells faster. When you're chronically stressed, your body ages faster at the cellular level. It's like running your car's engine at high speed all the time. Parts wear out sooner than they should. William Jackson, an 82-year-old Vietnam veteran from Richmond, found that his blood pressure and inflammatory markers improved significantly after he began a daily meditation practice to manage his PTSD symptoms. "My doctor was surprised when my blood tests showed less inflammation," William says. "The only thing I'd changed was adding 10 minutes of meditation each morning." William credits the mindfulness techniques his VA counselor taught him with adding years to my life, not just in quantity, but in quality. I wish I'd learned these skills 40 years ago. The good news is that stress resilience can be strengthened at any age. Try this simple 5-3-1 stress reset method. When feeling overwhelmed, take 5 deep breaths, counting to 5 on each inhale and exhale. Then identify 3 things you can see, hear, or touch in your immediate environment. Finally, focus on one action you can take right now, no matter how small. This technique helps activate your body's natural relaxation response and breaks the cycle of chronic stress that accelerates aging. Medicare now covers several stress management approaches, including certain types of counseling, cognitive behavioral therapy, and some mindfulness programs when recommended by your doctor. The VA also offers specialized programs for veterans. What's your go-to method for handling stress? If you're watching with family, share what works for you, or leave a comment below if you're comfortable using YouTube. Managing stress effectively is powerful, but researchers at Harvard discovered something even more fundamental to longevity. In fact, their 80-year study revealed that this next factor might be the single strongest predictor of who thrives in their later years. It's not about diet, exercise, or even stress management. It's about connection. Sign 7, Social Connections, the relationship factor. 3 years after losing his wife of 58 years, Robert Johnson, 87, from Portland, barely left his house. "I just didn't see the point," he admits. "Helen was gone, the kids were busy with their own lives, and my old colleagues had either moved away or passed on." His doctor noted concerning changes during his Medicare wellness visit: elevated blood pressure, significant weight loss, and signs of cognitive decline. "Your body is telling me you're isolated, Robert," the doctor said bluntly. "Loneliness isn't just making you sad, it's affecting your physical health." Robert's daughter discovered that their local museum needed docents. "Dad had been a history teacher for 40 years. I practically had to drag him to the orientation," she recalls. 3 mornings a week turned into a lifeline. Within 6 months, Robert's blood pressure normalized. He regained weight, and his doctor noted improved cognitive test scores. "I'm not just telling visitors about history anymore," Robert says. "I'm living it, adding my own chapter." Robert's story illustrates what Harvard's 80-year happiness study discovered. The quality of your relationships is the strongest predictor of who will be happy and healthy at age 80. Not wealth, not fame, not career success, but the strength of your social connections. This finding is so significant that it's changing how we think about longevity. Research shows that isolation and loneliness are equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes daily in terms of their impact on mortality. That makes social connection as important to your health as not smoking or maintaining a healthy weight. Even introverts benefit from meaningful connections. It's not about the quantity of relationships, but their quality. Having just 1 or 2 deep connections can provide the same health benefits as a large social network. If your social circle has shrunk, which happens naturally as we age, try this Community Connector Plan. First, schedule 1 social interaction per day, even if it's just a brief conversation with a neighbor or store clerk. Second, identify 1 activity you enjoy and find a group that shares that interest. Third, volunteer even just an hour a week. Helping others creates meaningful connections that benefit your health. Many Medicare Advantage plans now recognize the health importance of social activities and cover membership in programs like Silver Sneakers, which provides both exercise and social opportunities. Who's the most important person in your support network? The comment box is located just below this video if you'd like to share how you stay connected with others. The 7 indicators we've covered focus on who you interact with, but our final predictor is about why you get up each morning. This distinction is crucial, and researchers are discovering it might be the most powerful longevity factor of all. Signs 8, Purpose and Meaning, the bonus longevity factor. Clara Friedman sits straight-backed in her apartment in Queens, New York, surrounded by photographs spanning nearly a century. At 92, she has outlived most of her generation, including many who were younger and, on paper, healthier than her. "People always ask me, 'What's your secret?'" Clara says, her voice still carrying traces of her native Poland. "They expect me to say something about diet or exercise, but I tell them, I have somewhere to be every Tuesday." For the past 25 years, Clara has visited local high schools to share her experience as a Holocaust survivor. "After I retired from teaching at 67, I thought my useful days were over," she explains. "Then a local school asked if I would speak to their students about surviving Auschwitz. That first talk, my hands shook so badly I could barely hold my notes. That single talk turned into hundreds. Every Tuesday during the school year, I have somewhere I need to be, someone waiting to hear what only I can tell them." Clara's doctors have been amazed by her cognitive clarity and physical resilience. When she was diagnosed with early-stage heart failure at 85, her cardiologist predicted she might have 2 to 3 years left. 7 years later, she's still fulfilling her Tuesday commitments. "Tuesday is my medicine," Clara says simply, "more effective than any pill my doctor prescribes." Clara's experience aligns perfectly with research published in JAMA Psychiatry, finding that people with a strong sense of purpose live up to 25% longer than those without clear purpose, regardless of when they find it. Studies from Rush University Medical Center show people with high purpose in life were 2.4 times more likely to remain free from Alzheimer's disease, even when physical signs of disease were present in their brains. The beauty of purpose is that it can be found at any age and doesn't require physical strength. Ask yourself these 3 purpose finder questions. What are you good at? What brings you joy? Who or what needs what you can offer? Even if mobility or energy limitations affect you, small, purposeful activities can provide similar benefits. This might be tending to plants, making check-in calls to friends, or recording family stories for future generations. Clara's advice is straightforward. Find your Tuesday, the thing that makes getting up worthwhile. It doesn't have to be big or important to anyone else, but it must matter to you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? If you're comfortable using YouTube, share your sense of purpose in the comments below. These 8 indicators aren't just predictions, they're opportunities. Your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, nutrition, stress resilience, social connections, and sense of purpose all work together to determine not just how long you'll live, but how well you'll live. The research is clear. You can improve these markers at any age. Maria strengthened her balance at 80. Robert rebuilt his social connections at 87. Clara found new purpose at 67 that still sustains her at 92. Which indicator will you focus on first? Start with just one small change. It could add years of independence and joy to your life. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more science-backed healthy aging content. Share this video with someone who might benefit, and comment below with the indicator you'll improve first. Your journey might inspire others to begin theirs. Remember, it's never too late to change your health trajectory. The time to start is today.